You know, it's my belief, and it's been a long-standing belief of mine, that zombies make everything better.
Days later, plus co-op play, and that's all you need to know. It's like you shooting zombies and it's hella fun.
Yeah.
But the execution of every little piece of game design is so smart.
It goes way back to when I very first started working directly with Valve on the Counter-Strike bot. I would have the Valve guys who are very good at Counter-Strike, and I'd be playing against my bots. And we discovered that 2 or 3 people armed to the teeth on the counter-terrorist side against like 20 or 30 terrorist bots limited to knives was a lot of fun. We decided, this is really fun, we need to do this. And the obvious thing is zombies. They're going to kill you if you don't kill them, so grab a gun and go.
The whole world is infected with this incredibly virulent, powerful strain of the rabies virus,
Right.
And you're naturally immune. You're one of this group of 4 people who are just trying to get from point A to point B. That's what pretty much every level is. It's pretty clear where you need to go, and then zombies get in your way.
Right. The gameplay is simple. It's a first-person shooter. You can hold 2 weapons and a grenade, or what they have is pipe bombs and Molotov cocktails, and also a med pack at any given time. The only other move you have is a melee push to push zombies away from you when they approach you. You can hand items to people, and there's context-sensitive, like looking and voice chat and all this sort of thing.
Looking at pain pills and saying, pain pills over here. It's a passive thing where you're reloading and your character shouts, reloading,
Yeah.
and you know, oh, that guy's reloading, I need to watch out for him. We started out, we were kind of running around like chickens with our heads cut off. We were playing it like a first-person shooter, just going in, we see something to shoot, we shoot it.
Right.
We weren't we were sitting right next to each other at terminals, but we weren't really communicating with each other, and we were dying, a lot. What you figure out is, as soon as I start to move away from this group, I get ruined.
Yep.
It doesn't make you feel weak. It makes you feel like, yes, I really am part of a team. And that's because the AI is so incredible. It's not cheap the way Duke 3 was, where it's you're using your flashlight and then there's a monster closet behind you. And there was no way of knowing.
That's because what you were talking about, the AI director.
It populates the world in a procedural way, and one of the reasons that we have it is it controls the drama of the experience. If everything is always the same, then it's boring. If there's not much going on, it's boring. If it's always crazy intense, then you get burned out and you're done. So drama is having a series of high points and low points, and the director does that. What it does is it monitors each survivor's experience individually and estimates their sort of tension level. And if they're getting really overworked and things are really crazy, then the director steps in and kind of backs things off a bit. And then, after a certain amount of time, okay, it's time to ramp things back up, and it brings the drama up, and so you get this series of peaks and valleys that really creates a long-term dramatic experience. And keeps the game, infinitely replayable. It's different every time you do it. And we actually experimented early on with human-placed triggers and generators and whatnot, even to the point of each map would have 3 or 4 sets of triggers and generators, trying to mix it up, right? But people are really good, pattern recognizers, right? So they would know sometimes the generator spawns there. Ha! Oh, okay, nothing, right? So when I actually took the effort to design out this system that totally algorithmically did it, the change was amazing. I would watch our guys play test, and I'd watch them fake towards where generators used to be, right? And then a few seconds later, get totally slammed from some other place that they had no idea, right? So I still have fun playing the game because it's a challenge. It's like a sport, right? It's like, can I make it? Can I work with my team to survive this onslaught?
If it was scripted, if you knew that every time, I go out this door and around the corner, zombies are going to appear, then, that's no fun. There are 4 different boss monsters. One's like a giant tank that can break shit really easily. There's one that's like the alien in Aliens vs. Predator, that it's really mobile and can jump up buildings and move all around. There's one that has a giant tongue and can lash you and grab you in.
Grab you and it strangle you essentially
Yeah,
and like
suck
pull you up.
Yeah.
The two sides of the game are completely different. The survivor experience is very accessible. You get in, you grab your guns, you survive with your friends, and shoot the infected. The infected side, you spawn in waves, but the infected themselves, each of them it has very unique methods of playing. Like for instance, the boomer, right? Big, fat, slow-moving guy, explodes when you shoot him, and can vomit. And if his vomit hits a guy, then the mob just attacks him, right?
And then you become like zombie crack, and the zombies just run for you. We used that a couple times when like you were like infected with that. We moved you behind us. There was 2 of us. I think one of them was actually one of the guys at Valve who was playing as them. Then one of them was a computer-controlled AI, and I didn't even realize it. I thought they were both dudes at Valve. That's how smart it was.
Yep.
And we just sat there in the hallway, and you stood behind us, and these zombies came flying up through this door, and we just brought them down.
Yeah.
Just mowed them right down, and it was amazing. It was so fun.
I expect people when they first play the game, they'll come in as survivors. They'll have a great time, surviving with their friends, and that game you can play that forever, right? But if you want to try something a little different, then you could try your hand on the infected side. I expect the learning curve is a little steeper, but the rewards are very good and they're very different.
I think it's unfortunate that we didn't get to play as any of the boss monsters, because that is where the main difference from standard FPS gameplay is going to come.
Fundamentally, this is a co-op game. You don't see Joe Schmo bit you or so-and-so pounced you or anything like that, because that immediately made people combative and adversarial, right? Like, I'm going to get that guy, And we didn't want you to think about that. We wanted you to think about your team and playing cooperatively. The other thing is this is a challenge for me to try to construct AI behaviors that you can't tell whether these guys are run by bots or run by people.
We get all the way to the top of this hospital. We have to signal this helicopter to come and get us. And now we're waiting for the helicopter. So, of course, zombies are attacking. And 2 tanks show up, which are really hard to bring down.
Yes.
One of them comes over and just smashes the shit out of you. You're dead.
Yes.
And then I get to the ramp that leads up to the helicopter, and I get knocked down because this tank will throw debris, and he threw some piece of the roof at my head.
Yeah.
And I'm down, but I'm calling out for help. But the other 2 survivors, they're trying to get over to me, but between me and them is one of the tanks. And so I'm down on the ground, shooting from the ground. We're all screaming at this point. We're like, just stay alive, just shoot everything you can. And then I can see over here, one of the doors to the roof breaks open and zombies just start streaming out. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm lying there on the ground and zombies are coming and swarming over me, and I'm like, no! Yeah. I died. Oh no, I'm dead. Helicopter lands behind me. I'm on the ramp to the helicopter. There is my destroyed corpse being mauled by zombies. They shoot the zombies off me, but no, go on. Go, be free. Name a school after me when you get to wherever the survivors are.
How many fucking oh shit moments are there in this game? I mean, that's what's so amazing about it.
This is the game that, I have been wanting to play forever.
After we played it, I think we both kind of agreed that it was one of the most awesome co-op experiences that we've ever had. And the Valve polish is there. It shows. At this point, there's no other co-op game that I'm looking forward to more than Left 4 Dead. And I can't wait for it to come out.